have a problem with this. Okay, I have a problem with this. I think. Well, anyway, let's just get into what it is. I'm trying to wrap my head around this. So today, and this happened today, recording 125. Tim the Tatman. If you don't know him in the gaming world, I don't know what rock you've been living under. Goes out and basically says Halo Infinite is the flop of the decade.
He even streams his or labels his stream today.
That was his label of the stream?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Oh, wow. I mean, that's pretty heavy. Like, that's pretty heavy. Especially right after, you know, we get 343 Studios is struggling. They got layoffs. You can obviously tell that some of the decisions were not made by, and we need to really start separating this because he brings this up all the time, and all these guys bring it up all the time is they say the devs. Let me tell you something. These devs don't have a lot of say of what they are coding. Okay? Like most of these decisions are being made by their senior leaders that know nothing about gaming.
That's okay, because just like every other streamer, Tim starts it off with, well, I'm not a dev, but...
But that's the thing.
It's always, like, no, I'm not a dev, but...
Back off. That's why the only person that I listen to right now when they have something to say about this stuff, and I don't even quite listen to him because I think he's putting on a show half the time, is Doc. Doc's actually trying to build a game. And you know what? Since Doc started building a game, his criticism on other devs' games has gone way down. Way down. Now, we all knew that the biggest thing was Call of Duty audio, and finally we got it today. They admit they have an audio issue, but it's gone way down. These devs, and I'm tired of people laying this crap on the devs. It's not them. Half the time, they're given ridiculous deadlines to write millions of lines of code, guys. Millions. It's not this giant team you think it is. It's not 900 guys typing away on a keyboard. It's like 10 to 20 that are writing the main code, because you can't have that many guys on it because they got to understand this giant code base. One change, yes, it can affect the other side of the code base. There's testing, there's regression testing. There's all kinds of shit that they have to do in order to make sure this code comes out properly to give you a game. Then you got to go to the artist. Then you got to go to 3D modeling. Then you got to go to sound. You got to go to all this stuff to just give you a game. This has nothing to do with what we're saying here, but get off the devs junk, okay? These guys are doing the best they can, and they're the first ones to get the freaking axe when something happens. You know, like, I work for another tech company. We are so happy when people start laying off all these people because we're going to swoop them up, because there's very limited people out there that have their skills. But just get off the devs a little bit. Now, back to the statement of Halo Infinite being the flop of the decade. Depends on what part of Halo Infinite we're talking about.
Yeah, it sucks that it gets thrown in all as one, because it is not.
Because Halo Infinite was a campaign, not Halo Infinite multiplayer. Multiplayer, they missed on. They missed. They did not miss on gameplay. They did not miss on maps. They did not miss on anything that's out there right now today. The game right now today, if you went out there and ran it, is better than any other freaking game we're playing. It just hasn't been updated since it came out.
It's like they don't understand, you know, games like Call of Duty, Fortnite, Apex, they have the season pass model, and whatever 343 was doing, they do not. If you gave their game to someone that knew how to do content in the game, it'd be amazing.
So you know what? I blame all the guys that they fired, the marketing team. The guys leading the show, the guys that are supposed to be out there making these visionary decisions on how we're going to continue to keep these games together, because they're not gamers.
Yeah.
Like Phil Spencer is a gamer. And he is heartbroken around Halo, because he says, if we lose Halo, we lose everything. Now, going back to what they're really trying to say, I agree. If Halo had a battle royale, it would be the one that they're all playing.
Even they admit that.
Even, dude, the gunplay, the shielding, the weapons, the vehicles, just think of the dynamic crap you could do jumping off. You could have multi-tiered levels. They've already built the maps for big game battles. Just put them together.
Or use their single player campaign map.
They're using single player campaign maps. They've got this stuff ready. I don't know who in their management or decision making is saying this is a bad idea. And I would like to understand. I wish someone from 343 would come out and really explain why this is a bad idea. Why even just giving it an attempt? Because we thought they were doing that because they changed a lot of their multiplayer modes to this like weird circle mode that was closing, and they made it on some of the bigger maps. And you had multiple teams in there, 3 or 4 different teams, and it was like, okay, they're testing some stuff out. Maybe they're going to start doing this. Maybe they're looking at it. But it went nowhere. It went nowhere. And I don't get like Master Chief customization. Like, dude, you could make this look amazing. The skins would be amazing, but none of that stuff matters as people would be playing it. They would just be all over it. We want Halo to be amazing. And their fact to not understand that competitive gameplay is not driving your audience anymore. It's not. You know, the days of competitive 4v4 games being the number one, it's not there. You got to get with the times. The battle royales are winning. And there was a time where you wouldn't find me on a battle royale. No, I'm not playing battle royales. That's stupid. That's Fortnite. That's baby character things. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to do that. And even Fortnite wasn't even one of the first ones, but I didn't like the battle royale genre.
Yeah.
Because what was getting the views was the multiplayer thing. That's what everyone was doing. But it's shifted. The competitive nature has shifted. They have a great competitive ladder. Like, just please go into that. Keep all your other multiplayer the same and play the competitive game that you want to play and have that game always there as your rock. But get with the times, guys. You're stuck on Xbox. You're stuck on the original Xbox. Move forward. It's online play now. All right, I'm done.
I agree with you, though. I think it's funny because when we first started talking about Halo Infinite come out, and you and I were first starting, you joined kind of the podcast team. We started doing this. You have been the whole time. You were like, "No, it doesn't need a battle royale. No, it doesn't need it."
Didn't at the time though. Like
it
they
doesn't
were
need
pulling
it.
the numbers.
They shouldn't do it. They shouldn't do it. It's
Tim's
even before it
argument
released. Even before it released, you thought it shouldn't do it.
Because I'm like, dude, their campaign, their co-op, their multiplayer is going to be able to hold this together. People are going to go over there. They're talking about bringing the Forge back in. Guys can create their own maps. We're going to have this content. It's going to be like the golden days. They're really going to bring this back. I hate to say it. Streamers push where people are going to go. And if the streamers aren't going to play that kind of content, because honestly, streamers are looking for clips. They're looking for all the other stuff. And you don't get a lot out of that content. Like, it's all been done before.
Yeah. They're also looking for what people want to watch.
And I'm not going to lie. I was still coming into this as not as versed in the space as I am now. I wasn't saturated into as much. I had the games that I liked and that I played, but I wasn't following the world as much. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm coming from a naive space there, but Tim has a good point when he says Halo Infinite's total player count is about 3,400 people right now. Tim gets 27,000 people watching him play a game. They can't even get 10,000 people playing the game. It's going to cost them more to run the game than anything else. That player count is atrocious.
Yeah.
I actually reinstalled it and was playing it not too long ago. And no joke, dude, 4 lobbies in a row, exact same teams, just shuffled in different order. Exact same players. Because the count is so small. It's so small, but it is one of the best games out there. And I agree with him. He does say, you know, they had a golden egg opportunity to make an incredible BR experience that everyone could sink their teeth into. Halo dropped the ball. I don't think you put that on the entire dev team. That's why I hate when he says, "Oh, the devs, the devs, the devs." They're not making that decision. I'm sure inside of there, these guys are loving this game. They love Halo. They want to make it, but someone's telling them not to build the battle royale. I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
I don't know why they won't
It's
move
dumb.
forward with that, or at least just give it a shot. What do you have to lose?
Yeah, it's there for the
3,400
taking.
players. You're at least going to get more than that coming back just to try it. Maybe some of them stay and play the multiplayer and your game's doing better. I don't know. Not to say that Call of Duty's not losing players, but the Battle Royale is never going to do as bad. And also, if you look at the multiplayer, I mean, I think they have 3,000 or 4,000 people, you know, viewing at any time. They have a higher player count, but multiplayers just don't do very well right now when it comes to your overall player base.
Yeah.
If that's what you're looking for. And then I think Halo just needs to come out and say that, like, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're always going to do, and we're not going to do this for X reason. But they won't come out and say it. And I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all the content that we have for you today. My name's Ender. That guy over there is James. Have a good night.